Face your neighbor, start the hay, right and left, and right and left, and right and left, and meet your neighbor in gypsy. Swing your neighbor. Face across, go forward and back. One swing, you're in at the top, swing at the top. New groups, go down the hall. Face your neighbor, start the hay. Look for your neighbor in gypsy. Swing. Face across, go forward and back. Just the ones you swing. New groups, go down the hall. Face your neighbor. Pass right shoulders with your neighbor to start. Gypsy your neighbor. Swing your neighbor. Long lines. Here we go. Up, 2. 1 swing. You're in at the top. Swing at the top. New groups. Here we go. Face your neighbor. Hey, pass right shoulders. You gotta go all the way over and then come back. Gypsy your neighbor. Swing your neighbor. Long lines. Here we go. 1, you swing. New groups. Here we go. Face your neighbor. Hey. Gypsy. Here we go. 1 swing, you're in at the top. New groups, here we go. Face your neighbor, pass right shoulders. Hey. Ooh, that looks so good. Where'd your neighbor go? Find him. Go forward and back. 1, 2, swing your bird. New groups, here we go. Face your neighbor. What happens next? I'm your neighbor. Long lines. Here we go. 1 swing. You're in at the top. New groups. Here we go. Face your neighbor. Start the hay. Gypsy your neighbor. Swing. Go forward and back. 1, swing in the middle. New groups. Here we go. Face your neighbor. Start the hay. Find your neighbor. Gypsy and swing. Long lines. Here we go. 1 swing. You're in at the top. sure it's right shoulders with everybody but your partner. Gypsy your neighbor. And swing your neighbor. Long lines, here we go. Make on the right, there you go. One swing. Down the hall. Now you come on back. Face your neighbor. Pass right shoulders, start the hay.